Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another HDL Fight Night. Tonight we have the quarterfinals of our first playoff match, the Knights Templars versus Task Force 141. I am one of your commentators tonight, here alongside with the one and only Sam 5051.
Hello. Looking forward to an interesting match, hopefully.
Yes, tonight's ref is Wingman, who's going to be reffing this match. We have the first week of the playoffs, and it's two great teams. Let me pull up the bracket here. We have a nice bracket that I made this morning. Detroit Waivers versus Midland Farmers are going to be playing at 8:40 today, or 9:40 Eastern, and the Knights Templars and Task Force are going to be playing here pretty soon. Whoever wins from these matches will move on to face the Golden Phantoms and the Fellowship of the Ring in the semifinal, or aka the Final Four. And then after that goes into the finals to see who can take away the HDL trophy for Season 7. Let's take a look today at the teams that are facing up today with some match day facts. Knights Templars are 3-2, while Task Force 141 are still looking for their first victory. Templars are in third, while Task Force is in dead last. Total kills for Templars is 2,500, as the Task Force just have 1,400, roughly around there. A kill difference of negative 514 from the Task Force. The team impact from Task Force is 0.99, and the Templars is 1.23. Each team does have a very good top fraggers in the league, one of the best in the leagues, but Cloud takes it away with over 177 kills. Today's match day predictions is a 78% chance that the Knights Templars will take this victory. Now, I did have a talk with both coaches, and Coach Huddy said that, quote, play our game, communicate, support each other, and make them earn every inch. Trust the system, win your duels, hold the line, and stay composed. In the end, the team that works harder and communicates better will win. That's what Coach Huddy said. And I had a quick conversation with Coach Hotspot, and he said it'll be a tough match for us. Our record doesn't look too hot, but now we're on a clean slate. I hope we can be a different team in the playoffs. Speaking of Hotspot, let's take a look at the leaderboards for HDL. Sam, take it away.
We got Chrome Polish and Skull at the top 3. Hotspot's coming in at number 4. He's going to be here against some of the other teams, so we'll see how he does there. But overall, a lot of those top players not going to be fine, except for Chrome, I guess.
That is right. A lot of players have been peeking out, but you know, I have seen that Skull has went down. He was in the reigning for 2 weeks straight as number 1 in the last 2 weeks, but Chrome just took over his spot, having a great impact as well as the KD. Phenomenal among everybody else, it seems. That is your HDL league standings for the best players in the league. Now, some people are going to be wondering, you know, if anybody has any question on what the score is from the other match, do not worry. We do have, oops, that's the wrong one. We have a little sidebar here for people to know what's the score going on in the other match. Who is commentating that match? The wonderful Give Up is going to be commentating the Detroit Waivers versus the Midland Farmers, which is going to be great. We are now in the game. We're going to take a quick look at our main people to watch out for today. Now, I had a chance, like I said, to talk to Coach Huddy as well as Coach Hotspot, and they said these 5 are the ones they want us to look at. Sam, you want to take this one away?
Sure. At the top, we got Cloud, Chrome, Enderpuff, Amy, Bucket. This is going to be your Knights Templar. A lot of heavy hitters there. Bucket, a little bit of a more up and comer recently, so it's pretty impressive. He made top 5. Other than that, that's going to be a lot of con farmers, so you're going to watch these cons be really aggressive for the Knights Templar. Bottom, we got Hotspot, Frankie, Duke, PRC, Iodine. A lot of mid players. You got Hotspot there. He might be on the flank, might be in the con, but sort of seems like a mid versus con battle to me right now. Top 5 based on that. Other than that, that's.
Right, thank you, Sam. We are about to start off the first match of the HDL League playoffs. Knights Templars versus the one and only Task Force 141. So, Sam, are you looking for anything today in this match? Anything that you hope to see come out of this, or anything that you wouldn't be surprised that would happen in this match?
Like we said just a few seconds ago, the Knights Templar are going to have a really stacked con somewhere. If the Midland Farmers have any hope of winning, they have to shut that con push down immediately. If they can do that, then they might have a real chance here.
And sadly, we do not know what the lineup is, because they did add a new thing for no UAVs, which is going to be a slight challenge to know who's fighting on the rear. But we're going off starting in round 1 of this match here. We have the Task Force falling on the right flank to the Knights Templars. Knights Templars going in for a regroup, while Task Force 141 is going to. Knights Templars are in favor of this regroup. Take a look, see if the Templars are going to be playing aggressive, and they do so. Falling down, Knights Templars with 1 left. Knights Templars take it away, 1-0 against Task Force.
Can't really count them out yet. This is a few rounds. I'd say the first 5-6 rounds are your buffer rounds. You want to win at least a few of them, of course, but even if you lose all the first few, you still have a chance in the later half. But we're looking at that left con for the Knights Templar. I think that's where you're going to see. I think that's where the stack is for the Knights Templars in the left con.
Yes, I do agree. It's still early, so we won't know exactly how far the Templars are going to get this lead. Hopefully the Task Force can come in and start, probably in the early rounds or maybe in the later rounds, do this. A weird start for the Task Force, all crawling out there. But we got the Templars trying to play.
Chrome down.
Chrome is down by Iodine. Task Force getting it done on the left side, but Templars taking down the right. A good regroup. Templars are in favor, but Task Force won on the right as well. The left and right flanks were won by Task Force. We're going into a 3v7. Templars going in, one playing aggressive, falling. It is now a 2v4. Off to the side. The Task Force winning is 1.
Hold on
it's
now.
a 2v2. Can the Task Force come? And he is running away. I don't know if that's the bold move here. We're going to see if he can clutch up this 1v1 and get
Soviet Pup Gerald versus Onov or Vano.
Soviet Pup, I believe, is on.
Vano could win this, I think.
Yes, I believe so too. Onav. Or is it on?
I got it right.
And he falls down. 2-0 task force. Sam, anything?
Yeah, Red, don't mean to intrude, but you can. There's a setting where you can always see name tags. If you go to game, search up name, and then it'll be free roam, always show names. You turn that on, you can always see name tags.
Well, that doesn't show it.
Just give up.
Where?
In game, the game
Oh.
setting, not the video setting.
First
Like
time.
to your left, and then type name. Free roam. Are you not logged into admin?
No, they didn't give us.
Oh, you do have it on.
Yeah.
Oh, you need admin
We
because
did
of the
not.
whole thing.
Yeah, we did not get the. We did not get the pass.
The admin pass?
Yeah.
Oh, I would probably get in contact with Adam or something about that then.
Gotcha.
I'll
All right,
handle
goodbye, bye.
that. Bye-bye.
All right, perfect. Thank you. That is the wonderful commentator, the one and only Sam. Very beautiful man.
I mean, give up.
Oh, give up. I'm so sorry. Yes, the very beautiful give up. Give up.
Come gets a pick.
Yes. Gets a pick. Sam getting ready here. Sam, would you like to take this one away?
Yeah, the Knights Templar, they're getting through the. It's not even the con right now. It's the mid. You got Harrius and Jimmy being little terrorists getting through the mid of TF 141, and of course the con is still winning for the Knights Templar. So you have to shut down at least one of those two areas, or you're gonna see these big numbers for the Templars in the regroup. And you're just not gonna win that.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break to get this names up and going. Right back in just a few seconds. All right, we are back. Sorry for the small input. It's a new add-on, but we got it all ready now. You didn't miss much though. Templars destroying all of Task Force again. 4-0 Templars. So with this new update, we have no more UAV recons. There's a lot of people that were scoping in on either in the game or just kind of being, like I said, a UAV. So we got some new extra security options. Either way, we're going to take a quick look here at our lineup for TF141 until the match starts again. Arya, Toast Coaster, Owenva, Duke, DB, Space, Earn 7, Iodon, PRC, Rage, J2 Smooth, Hotspot, Dumbbell, Blado, Mr. Hackerman, Killer Shark, Soy Bear, Boobert, Frankie, and Perk. And then on the Templar side, it looks like we got Rob, Cloud, Lob, Dadma, Note Glow, Gerald, Huddy, Soviet Pup, Jimmy, Harry S, Coop, Charles, Wooster, Chrome, Enderpuff, Amy, Equo, Spicy Paper, and Bucket as we head into the round 5 of this HDL match.
TF 141 won the con.
Winning the con, Task Force 1 coming in out of nowhere.
They have a chance in this regroup, down 3, but
Templars are in favor of this regroup. Can Task Force come back and have this win here? We'll take a look here. Huddy coming in with Charles to help take him down. PRC in the midst of it, falling down. And Templars killing all of them without Task Force even getting a single kill on that. Now, ain't that something? Sam? Was there anything that the task force could have done to get it a little bit better? I would say, or get some sort of
They they patched this left con, but the problem is mid is just as bad. You have Harrius, Cooper, aka Danny E, and Jimmy apparently, and the mid being a little terrorist and is working. They're faced up against Dumbbell, J2 Smooth, and Blotto. Not terrible players. I mean Dumbbell especially, but it's not. You're not going to be able to hold the mid with against them against these three players right here.
going into round 6. Task Force 141 is holding off on the side weirdly, but it seems like it is working. Hotspot and Perk are trying to take down Cloud and Rob. Frankie coming behind to take down Frog. Frankie taking down Cloud. Task Force trying to win. They have one on the left, but they've lost all over on the right. Templars trying to take down Merc and Perk in the midst of it. 0-6. Task Force 141 is not looking too good, in my opinion. I would call a timeout here. Get themselves reorganized. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
This is definitely do or die right here. If TF 141 loses next round, you know, in the beginning I said first 6 rounds, kind of want to win a few of them if you can, but this is the end of the end of those 6 rounds, so they really need to start winning things if they're gonna have a chance. And honestly, they're mid. It's just not. Doesn't really seem like they're patching it.
That is true. Team Force 141 bringing in a new person, dropping Rizzy and bringing in Hunter and J2 Smooth. Not J2 Smooth, just Hunter. As we go into round number 7 here. Hotspot getting a little aggressive on the left flank here. It's a bold strategy, but let's see if that plays out for him. And it does, taking down 2, 3, 4.
TF has a chance on this
5.
round.
Task Force is going to be sandwiching. Templars are falling all over the area. Task Force winning their first round of this match. Finally, it is 6-1. A very, very good match for the Task Force. It was a beautiful one.
The TF 141 mid, they played a lot back, like they played further back, so they still lost. They still got swamped. Hunter was the one that kind of stepped forward and got cooked, but because they were playing further back, the flank for TF 141 was able to win before the mid really fell, and so that's why they had more people up in that regroup.
And a live look here at the Detroit Wavers versus the Midland Farmers. It is 1-1. It's all evened up in the other match as we speak. It's just a quick live update look for the other match as we head into round 8 of the quarterfinals for the Templars and Task Force 141. Duke DB taking down Amy. Harry coming down and taking down Rage. This
is good though.
This is very good for the Templars as they just run through all of Task Force flank. Task Force winning on the right side. It is now down 3. It is 4-7. Let's see if Task Force can come with a comeback here. Only losing all of them. It is 1-7. Knights Templars. We're going to be taking a quick look now here at our matchup predictions for who can take away the trophy for this season. Sam, would you like to take this one away?
Sure. We have TF 141 here, only 5%. Their opponents, Knights Templar, 11%. So we're saying that neither of these teams doesn't seem to have a great outlook. I actually have a lot of faith in Knights Templar. I think they're a lot higher than people are going to give them credit for. Golden Phantoms, Fellowship of the Ring, top two teams. Seems accurate that they'd have a 25% chance of winning or so.
All right. Sam, as we head here into round 9. Let's see if the Task Force 141 can stop this losing streaks and start putting in some huge wins on the board. But Templars looking like they just won the whole entire right flank. Amy hitting into the pack of rage.
The mid has done their job. The mid has actually won. The mid and the cons for TF141 has actually won. But the problem now is they lost both flanks. So as you come into this regroup, you're not going to have your top players, and they're just going to get swamped.
Task Force came into that regroup pretty evenly. Does not seem like it played out in their favor, making the Templars win another round. That's going to bring them up 8-1, Knights Templar. Now, Sam, with all of these trades that the Task Force has done, do you think all these trades have benefited them throughout the season? I mean, with 0-6, I don't believe it did, but I want to get your thoughts on it as a person who has been in the competitive scene for quite some time now.
I mean, finding your flank players away is always a really risky business to be in. I understand they needed a lot of depth, and Iodine is one of those guys that they were able to pick up. He is 7th on the leaderboard. So, that does mean something, but a lot of the trades I don't even see here right now. So,
heading into round 10, Task Force 141 falling like dominoes now, but they are winning on the left flank. They are holding strong like Gorilla Glue. But it does not seem like it can go that far. Task Force winning on the left and the right, but the Templars seeming like they are just falling down. Task Force could be winning this. Shark trying to get back for a regroup. Seemed like he made it. Arya and Iodine are going to try to get rid of Rizzy right off the bat here with a up-down, taking him down. Chrome, Boober, and Co-op only left. Boober and Chrome. It's a 2v4. They're not trying to die.
There you go.
The Task Force 141 gets their second round won in this playoff game here. 8-2. Task Force 141 starting to put more coal in the fire and getting this train rolling down the thing. Let's take a look here at the stats. Our top 3 for the Task Force is Hotspot, Boober, and Onav. Hotspot. How do you say it? Vano.
It's Vano. He did it backwards for some reason.
He said it. Yeah, he's trying to mess me up. Hotspot 15-9, Boober at 8-9, and Vano 8-8. For the Templars, Charles, Co-op, and Jimmy. Charles 17-5, Co-op 20-5, and Jimmy 15-4. I keep saying Co-op. I don't know if it's Coop.
It's Coop.
It's Coop as in Cooper. All right, perfect.
Yeah, it's Cooper.
Going here into round 11, Task Force 141.
Man, PRC is really holding down this mid for TF141.
Getting this.
PRC is the only reason they did not just get smoked in mid.
Task Force looking good, taking down the Templars.
This is winnable.
Them through. Templars getting a regroup. Task Force 141 is in favor of this regroup, but falls. Hotspot falls to Chrome. Chrome going on a 3 streak for Charles as well. No Task Force member could have gotten a kill there. 9-2. This is starting to look more, starting not to look like a game and more of just a blowout here for the Task Force team.
Well, they were doing just fine, but then you let Chrome come in and get a triple straight stab, and I mean you got to be. I mean that's just not acceptable. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't even matter who's killing or who's getting killed. I mean, you can't let somebody get 3 straight stabs in a row. I mean, that's just insane.
I do agree there. I mean, even in those regroups, a TO has been called for Task Force. This is their first timeout of the night here.
Might be a little bit late.
Might be
Like to have done that a little bit earlier, I think.
I feel like they could have done this a couple rounds earlier just to stop the kind of disrupt the Task Force. But Templars, excuse me, I am all over the place today. Task Force is down to their last timeout. So it will be intriguing to see if they can make some changes around. But Sam, do you have any suggestions? Maybe what you would like to see from Task Force to turn this around?
You need some key players to be around some of these newer guys, or whatever you want to call them. They do have Boobert and POC in the cons, but I don't know if they're going to be enough. You really need an S key that entire con and then tie them in. Just buy your flanks enough time to be able to do something.
Is true. The timeout is over and Task Force is already going in the midst of it. Hotspot and Perrick holding down on the left.
PRC is just doing so much work in the mid. You have to wonder, like, if you have 1 or 2 more guys like PRC, it might be enough.
Going in, Task Force.
Whoa!
Going aggressive, and this time it seems like they are going to be winning this round.
Look at that kill feed.
Chrome is last left, playing Ring Around the Rosie with them.
What?
3-9, a huge round 1 from the Task Force. Usually when they regroup, I've not really seen them actually win a regroup successfully like that one that they have tonight. That is a very intriguing thing to see. If they can just keep pulling that off for the next 12 rounds, I think they'll be in pretty good shape and coming away with a ultimate comeback. But it's up to them to have that.
They're moving PRC. Not a good move in my opinion. PRC's doing so much work in the mid. Oh man. No, you can't do that, Hotspot. You can't do that, man. Watch this mid. Watch this mid. It's going to fall in 2 seconds. Watch this.
Going into round 13 in this matchup, it's 3-9 or 9-3. Templars are in the lead here. It seems like Task Force is taking down all the Templars on the right side as the left side is getting out into their own 1v1s. Huddy is in a little bit of a potato here. 2-1. Jimmy leaving Huddy in his place and running away, trying to help the Templars getting in that regroup. Task Force winning all on the right side except for one person that's going like a Beyblade. Task Force 141 trying to get that regroup. It looks like they're in favor of this. They need to play smart and not too aggressive here. They have more men than Templars, but it seems like Templars are slowly falling it down. Cloud getting rid of from a 2v1 to a 1v1, but Rage coming in to help him. Cloud is the last left. Could he clutch this up for the Templars? It does not seem like that will work. It is 4-9. Task Force winning another round. This is their first time winning 2 rounds in a row in the playoffs for this league. It's going to be intriguing to see. Sam, you want to take away on this round?
Yeah, I said you can't move PRC, but he did, and it ended up working. So, what do I know? But Knights Templar are really just getting bogged down in their push guys. Looks like they sent Knights Templar sent the farmers to direct mid this round, so we'll see we'll see if that's going to work out for him.
As both coaches get ready for this next round, it seems like Hotspot is still in the lead. Charles now taking the lead for the Templar.
Let's see this Chrome, Endopuff. Yeah, they got 1 pick in the mid, 2 picks, 3 picks, 4. Now they're going to, yeah.
Task Force
Does not look good for Task Force right now.
Task Force collapsed in the mid as the Templars are facing one more person, Arya, and Arya falls down to Amy's bayonet. It is now 10-4. Templars are in the lead here. It's going to be intriguing to see that the Templars have been on a non-mercy streak of a lot of wins. If they can pull off tonight by not getting the Task Force in double digits, I would say that is a pretty good playoff win. We got some people subbed in for the Templars. Yeah. Huddy is going to be subbing in a bunch of new people into his team to get them warmed up and ready as we head here into round 15. Amy gets a pick from Duke DB Enderpuff. Templars, it's just Templars in the chat. Task Force falling down one by one in a just...
Yeah. TF 141, they patched the hole in the con where all these Knights Templar guys were pushing. You know, you have Chrome, Charles, Coop, and I think it's Amy. No, it's Enderpuff. You know, all these players were pushing the con the whole game, and you know, most recently, I think 2 or 3 rounds ago, they went to mid instead, and so now somebody's got to call that out. Somebody's got to let Hotspot or Patty know that's going on, because I mean, you're not going to stop those guys running down your mid, and you really need to stop them. If you don't stop them, they're just going to keep pulling you apart. Yeah, PRC's going back to mid, I think. I hope
that's going to help Task Force in trying to get this win, or trying to get a couple wins here. But as we've seen, Templars are only 4 away into securing their spot in the semifinals as we go into round 16 of the playoffs. Templars just taking down the Task Force one by one. Task Force trying to get a couple more picks.
Hotspot prevented a lot of death happening a lot quicker than it could have.
Hotspot falling to a 4v1. It's hard to get out of those. Iodine not going down without a fight as Boobert gets killed off the rip from that slight rejoining of those Templars who were finishing up the mid. 12-4. Knights Templars are only 3 rounds away. 3 rounds. 3 more rounds to get into the next playoff spot. Now, if the Knights Templars do win this round, they will be going. Let's take a look here. If I am correct, they will be going against the one and only Detroit. They'll be going against the one and only Fellowship of the Ring. Yep. That's going to be a tough match for the Knights Templars. But it would also be a very intriguing one to see how the Knights Templars can come out with a victory. I believe it's also in Fellowship's own home stadium, which is going to be intriguing to see. But as we head into round 17 for HDL playoffs, Knights Templars Task Force. Rob and Cloud trying to get around Frankie, and
Man,
just a brutal loss here. Knights Templars 13-4. There is no mercy when it comes to this Templars team. Coach Huddy has coached these men really well through the HDL season and is looking to secure this win tonight, which is going to be great for him. Hotspot needs to probably get one more timeout in. He has one more timeout. If he gets that, it will help him.
I think at this point the writing is very much on the wall, whether you're reading it or not. TF141, it's well, you might want to be saving up for a funeral fund, if you know what I mean.
And I feel bad for the people who bought tickets to this match tonight. The prices of this match was roughly $400 for a front row seat to this match, and I do kind of feel bad for anybody that was rooting for the Task Force. But as we go here into round 18, can Task Force turn it around and turn the biggest upset in HDL Season 7? This would be the time to turn it around. Task Force is getting some picks, but not enough as the Templars sweep through again through the middle. Solar Bear last on the right. Balab getting a team kill to Jimmy. Dumbbell and Boobert. Last left. Boobert team kills Dumbbell.
Okay, save.
He is the last one for Task Force. It is 14-4. One more round. Knights Templars need to get to win their match here. It is a huge comeback if they can. It's going to be a huge win, a huge upset if they can come back now, but it does not seem like they will be coming back. Task Force morale has just been obliterated tonight. Sam, you have anything to say about this match tonight?
I don't really know too much about TF141. They just don't have a good enough defense, it seems. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of guys come into your line trying to get a free pick, trying to pick the con mid apart, whatever it may be. And to be honest, it doesn't matter, if it's the best guys in the league or whatever. You need somebody to be able to hold down that area, and TF141 just didn't have enough of those guys.
Task Force having down to 2 men left. Arya is the last. And is coming with a comeback. Arya could have a chance to win this. Arya is now a 2v1. Can Task Force hold on to a victory here? Arya, they're looking for one perfect up
Very
down.
winnable.
And a fall.
Man.
Arya has lost it for Task Force on that last round. 15-4 for the match. Congratulations, Knights Templars, for getting the W in that match. Gonna see if we can get some post-game interviews going for the game, for the coaches, but that was a very tough match for Task Force. Sam, anything you want to say what you saw there in that last round?
I mean, like we said, the on and mid push, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. You don't know where it'll be, but you need a standard defense that TF141 just didn't have. You had PRC, you had maybe Boobert. Boobert was another guy you might look at, but these guys, you just need more of them. PRC I think might have been a trade. I think Hotspot Patty might have been able to pick up PRC in the trade, and if so, that's a pretty good trade. But you You just need more. You just need more. You had some good things, but you just didn't have enough of them, in my opinion.
Yes,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I do agree with that. Task Force struggled this match. They had a lot of good rounds, though. I would say that it was not a complete loss. They did win a lot of their flanks, and I think it was just the mid, and I think it was just positioning. But I do believe that they are Task Force is sadly eliminated from the playoffs. We're trying to get a post game
Yeah, I mean,
interview.
you could also say like the flanks of TF141 weren't quite good enough. I mean, there is like a strategy you could hold where maybe the mid and the con, S keys and holds like, I think we said at one point. But if you're gonna do that, your flanks really need to be solid and they really need to be winning every round. And we weren't seeing that. Cloud and Anchor, I think, were on one flank for the Knights Templar, and Bucket Spicy on the other. You really need to be mowing them down.
All right, as we get in, all right, we have Coach Huddy here for the post game interview. Coach Huddy, congratulations.
Honey, yeah.
I'm so sorry, not Honey, Huddy.
That's alright. I'm just bugging. I'm bugging.
No, you're good. Coach, congratulations on your first win in the HDL playoffs. I think you are very stoked about it. We want to know what's going through your head right now.
Honestly, we're just focused on next week's match against the Golden Phantoms, and I was a little upset with the couple rounds we dropped there. Like maybe giving them one was all right, but based off their past track record. But again, they played their hearts out, so kudos to the other team there. But kind of trolled a few rounds, and we saw the round go the other way. But other than that, we're focused on next week.
Sam, do you have any questions for the one and only Coach Huddy?
Yeah, sure. Your team obviously is a bit of a question mark for a lot of people. A lot of your picks were pretty inconsistent in terms of availability coming up to this point. So your track record doesn't necessarily mean that your team is actually where you should be. You might be top 2 or something like that. What do you have to say to that sort of idea?
Honestly, we knew after the draft that we were gonna have a tough group stage with the availability and stuff like that. So the playoffs, everybody said they're gonna be around for that, so that we picked, and we're really excited for the rest of the playoffs, and we're focused on next week.
Would you say any team is gonna beat you guys?
I think every team in this league is definitely beatable. It just depends on who mentally shows up and gets prepared for the game or whatever, right? So. Like we had the close game against for week 1 against Fellowship. It was 15-14, and we were missing a couple guys. So if we see those guys in the final, I'll be comfortable. But obviously, at the end of the day, it's who ends up showing up for that one. So, but we're focused on next week, and we gotta focus on the Golden Phantoms first.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you so much, Coach Huddy. Congratulations on the win again, Sam. It was a great win for Knights Templars. Do you have any final notes on the match that we just saw tonight?
No, not really. Not on the match. I mean, you saw an interesting, different strategy. TF141. I think they were trying to win their flanks, but eventually they found that their con was just falling too quick, or the mid or whatever it was, and the Knights Templar definitely had a better team composition there to be able to do their strategy and beat that team.
It was a very good game for the Knights Templars. Task Force are the first to be eliminated. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, there are more HDL match right now. We're going to get a raid going for Give Up. We're going to start a raid and get you all over there to the other match right now. It's the Detroit Waivers versus the Midland Farmers. A very close match. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, keep those muskets ready.
Yep. Yeah, we got 7-9 on the other stream. It's been pretty neck and neck the entire time.